Hello, my name's Alan Tacke, and in this video I'm going to share something with you that's become very important to my life over the years. That important something is called trust. Now, to begin, people often make a big mistake when considering trust. They think about trust in the context of other people. As an example, they might say, well, I trust this person, but that person I certainly do not trust. Well, how about considering trust in a new way? How about thinking of it as a universal property, like light or like gravity? As an example, have you ever held a baby in your arms? And you look at the baby and into its eyes, and it looks up in yours? Well, that's trust right there in its purest form. Or just imagine that every person who is born with a jar of trust. And it's a beautiful, clean energy that's filled up to the brim. Well, as we all know, when we begin to grow, when we begin to engage with life, something begins to happen to that trust. We have experiences with other people where some of the trust is lost. And when this happens on a repeated basis, a person can enter their adulthood with their jar of trust greatly diminished. Well, we know that there is a universal law which is summed up in the saying, nature abhors a vacuum, which means something's going to have to fill the vacuum that is now in our jar of trust. And far too often, that something looks more like this. And it has different names. One name is mistrust. Another might be suspicion. Or another might be fear or defensiveness. Before we know it, that beautiful jar of trust looks more like this. Well, there is a way to fill our jars of trust back up to the brim. And before we go into that way, let's take a further look at the word trust. Now, when you look at the letters of trust, it's an interesting composition. For if you take the letter T and you set it off to the side, it says T-rust. Now, if you think of the letter T as an addition sign, like in mathematics, could it possibly be saying that unless we add to trust on a regular basis, it will rust away? And when you look at our planet and the way life is on our planet, it's kind of like that, isn't it? Things are always breaking down and rusting away. As an example, our skin is constantly shedding. Our bones even eventually break down. Even mountains break down. So consider trust as something that needs to be added to little by little on a regular basis. And to give an example of that, I want to call to our minds the Native Americans that live upon this continent. They have a beautiful way of trust. For they believe that there is a great spirit that flows through all things. It flows to the plants, it flows through the animals, it even flows through the rocks, and the stream, and the sky. And they lived their life in such a way that when they took something from the planet for their own use, they knew it was important to put something else back, to pay back for what they received. And this could be done in ceremony or in the expression of a sentiment of gratitude. And it was in that daily expression of gratitude and of wanting to give back for what they've been given that they believed kept the balances and the harmonies within the world. They had another something that was quite magical amongst them called medicine. They often spoke of good medicine. Now, this good medicine could be found in many different ways. For instance, the wise counsel of an elder might be considered and felt as good medicine. Perhaps one would have a secret place deep in the woods to go to. And in the being there, in the dwelling with that place, there was good medicine that nourished their soul. Well, in the way of good medicine, I wish to sing to you a song of trust. Now, this song came to me when I was under the influence of trust. So it has the essence of trust within it. And in my singing this song to you, I'm hoping that you can listen to it and feel the essence of trust flowing through you. And the song goes, when trust is there, do you not feel the joy of joining to all that's real? When trust is there, do you not feel the joy of joining to all that's real? Each moment is a gift of grant and grace, holding all secure and in its place. Love supreme supports us on our way, seen in great abundance every day. So pause a moment and address your mind. Feelings of endearment, sweet and fine. For it's true that we pay back whenever we bring a prayer of gratitude in what we sing. When trust is there, do you not feel the joy of joining to all that's real? When trust is there, do you not feel the joy of joining to all that's real? And to end, it's my hope that your life begins to attract trust to it. And that you reach a point where trust fills your life, along with a very deep and profound well-being.